Welcome everyone to today's webinar on mastering the art of debt collection communication. Thank you for joining us today for this webinar. I'm Anupama and together with me is Karina and we are from the Debtics team of Beveron Technologies. We both are excited to guide you through one of the most critical aspects of debt collection process, the communication. We are also honored to have our CEO, Brijesh Cherayan, with us today. Mr. Brijesh is a legal tech entrepreneur based in Dubai with over 25 years of expertise in emerging technologies. He is an authority in legal technology consulting with extensive knowledge of technology trends and their practical application in the legal domain. We have planned this session to last approximately 20 to 25 minutes. We appreciate your support and cooperation during this time. Please kindly remain muted throughout the session to ensure a smooth experience for everyone. Before we begin the session, I would like to give a brief introduction about our Debtics platform. Debtics is a complete debt collection automation platform that can simplify and enhance the entire recovery process. With our powerful tools, business can automate debtor communication, increase recovery rates through personalized interactions, and stay compliant with the latest regulations. Why do we have to choose Debtics? There are many reasons why you can choose Debtics. Choosing Debtics means choosing success. Our platform boasts a high success rate in debt collection, and it offers flexible and customizable solutions that will fit your business needs. And most importantly, it can integrate easily with your current systems for a hassle-free experience. Now, let us move on to the agenda of today's session. Our agenda for today's webinar is, first, we will have the introduction on mastering the art of debt collection communication. Then we'll see why and how to understand your audience in debt collection. Then we'll see how to build rapport and trust using communication techniques. We'll also look into the importance of effective questioning and active listening skills. We will go through how to craft clear and compelling payment agreements and also how to handle objections and difficult conversations in debt collection. We will learn how to leverage technology and automation for efficient communication. And finally, we'll conclude the session with the key takeaways and next steps. Mastering the art of debt collection communication. Debt collection is not just about recovering amounts. It is also about maintaining trust, handling sensitive financial situations with empathy, and also about maintaining a good relationship with your clients. Effective communication is the backbone of successful debt collection. It helps us to resolve various disputes and also build trust. It will ensure that with effective communication, you can not only recover debts, but you can also maintain a positive relationship with your clients. Today, in this session, we'll be exploring the effective ways to improve the communication skills, learn the best practices for various communication channels, and also we'll discover how to use technology and empathy to boost your debt recovery success. Now we'll see the importance of understanding your audience in debt collection. In debt collection, understanding your audience is just as important as the methods to communicate with them. Not all debtors are same, and neither are their situations. So, to communicate effectively, it is very essential to identify the different debtor profiles and tailor your communication strategies to meet their preferences. Let's take an example. Some debtors, they might respond better to a phone call where you can establish a more personalized connection. While some might not prefer this channel and they might be more convenient with email or SMS for quicker updates. Also, there can be factors such as age, financial background, and past behavior that can also influence how the debtor respond to the communication. According to this, we can classify the debtor profiles into two main groups. The first one is financially strapped debtors, and the second one is deliberate defaulters. Financially strapped debtors are those who might be actually struggling to make their payment due to their financial circumstances. And with such debtors, we need to approach them with empathy and understanding. We have to understand their situation and deal with them. The second classification is deliberate defaulters who might be intentionally not making the payment. They are deliberately not making the payment. And with such debtors, actually you can be firm, but you have to always keep in your mind that you have to always follow a respectful approach even with them. If they still fail to make the payment after several warnings, you may consider even pursuing legal options with them. So, by understanding who you are communicating with and what works best for them, you can create more personalized, effective communication strategies. This will not only improve your recovery rates, but it will also help to maintain a very positive relationship with your clients. Now, I would like to hand it over to Karina, who will deep dive into how we can segment these profiles and tailor our communication strategies for more effective results. Over to you, Karina. Thank you.
Thank you, Anupama. Hello, everyone. I'm Karina, and I'll be providing you with further insights on effective communication techniques in debt collection. Building rapport and trust is critical in debt collection. It not only makes the communication smoother, but also increases the chances of successful recovery. So, to do this, we need to focus on three main communication techniques: active listening, empathy and understanding, and maintaining professionalism and respect. First is active listening. Active listening means fully focusing on what the debtor is saying without interruptions. For example, if a debtor expresses concern about their financial situation, listen carefully and avoid jumping to conclusions. This shows that you genuinely want to resolve their issues, not just collect the payment. Second point is empathy and understanding. Put yourself in the debtor's position and recognize that financial struggles can be tough. For instance, if a debtor says they are facing hardship, respond with understanding like, I can see how challenging this must be for you. So, this creates a supportive environment and can reduce their resistance to repayment. Third point is professionalism and respect. While listening and showing empathy, it is crucial to remain professional. Always maintain a respectful tone, even in a tough conversation. Like, avoid aggressive language. Instead, say things like, let's find a solution that works for both of us. This helps build trust and encourages cooperation. So, by combining active listening, empathy, and professionalism, we can create a positive communication experiences that increase the chances of successful debt recovery. Moving to next slide, effective questioning and active listening. When it comes to debt collection, asking right questions and truly listening can make all the difference. Now let's break down these skills into three areas: open-ended questions, clarifying questions, and active listening techniques. First is open-ended questions. Open-ended questions are those that cannot be answered with just a simple yes or no. Open-ended questions encourage the debtor to provide more detailed responses, which would help the debt collector understand the situation better. Let's take an example. Instead of asking, "Can you pay this amount today?" you might ask, "Can you walk me through your current financial situation so we can find a solution?" So the second question would open a conversation which gives you more insight to work with. Second is about clarifying questions. Clarifying questions ensure you fully understand what the debtor is saying. They help avoid misunderstandings and make sure everyone is on the same page. For example, if a debtor says, "I have had some financial challenges recently," you could ask, "Could you clarify what kind of financial challenges you are facing and how they have impacted your ability to make payments?" This way, you get specific information that helps you provide better solutions. Third is about active listening techniques. Active listening technique means fully focusing entirely on the speaker, showing you are engaged and interested. Techniques may include nodding, summarizing what the debtor has said, and asking follow-up questions. For example, after the debtor explained their situation, you could respond with, "If I am understanding correctly, so and so is the reason that made it hard to keep up with payments. Is that right?" This shows you have been listening carefully and respect their point of view. So, by combining open ended and clarifying questions with active listening, you can create a more productive and empathetic conversation which leads to better outcomes in debt recovery process. In this slide, we'll discuss about crafting clear and compelling payment agreements. So, for a successful debt collection, creating a clear and compelling payment agreement is very essential. Let's look at three important steps: defining payment terms, outlining payment options, and establishing communication channels. First point is define payment terms. The payment terms should be clearly defined so that both the parties know what is to be expected. Like specify the total amount owed, the due dates, and any consequences of missed payments. For example, suppose the total balance of $500 is due in monthly installments of $100. Starting from the 15th of next month, this will ensure there is no confusion about the repayment plan. Now, second is about outline payment options. Providing flexible payment options can make it easier for debtors to commit. Like you may offer choices like lump sum payments, monthly installments, or direct or auto debit options. Let's take an example. You can give options for the debtor like you can either pay the full amount upfront or break it into 5 monthly installments, whichever works best for you. So, giving options increases the likelihood of reaching an agreement. Third is about establish communication channels. So, it is very important to establish clear communication channels for any updates or questions about the payment agreement. It can be through email, phone calls, or text messages that provide a reliable way for the debtor to reach out. For example, you can contact us through this email or phone number for any questions or to confirm payments. So, this will keep the communication open and transparent and avoid confusions. So, by defining terms like offering flexible options and establishing open communication, you can create agreements that are more clear and manageable. Now, I will hand it over to Anupama, who will guide you through how to handle difficult conversations in debt collection and discuss the importance of technology and automation for effective communication. Thank you.
Thank you, Karina. The importance of handling objections and difficult conversations in debt collection. In debt collection, objections and difficult conversations are inevitable. How we handle them can make a big difference in the outcome. Let's focus on the three key strategies. First one is acknowledge and validate. Second one is offer solutions. And the third one is negotiate and compromise. First, we'll see acknowledge and validate. When a debtor raises an objection, it is very important to first acknowledge their concern and validate their situation. For example, if a client says, "We can't pay right now because we are waiting for a large payment from one of our clients." In this case, you could respond with, "I understand how cash flow challenges can impact your business, and that must be really frustrating, especially when it's out of your control." This will show empathy and foster trust, which is very essential for progressing the conversation and finding out a solution. The second one is offering solution. So, after acknowledging their concern, propose a practical solution for them. For example, you could say like, "I understand things are difficult at the moment, but we can actually arrange a smaller but more manageable payment plan until your situation improves." This will demonstrate your willingness to collaborate and offer flexibility rather than putting unnecessary pressure on them. The third one is negotiate and compromise. Sometimes you may need to find a middle ground that works for both the parties. If the debtor says, "I can only afford $100 a month," and actually your goal is $150, what you can do is you can negotiate by saying, "How about we start with $125 this month and review your situation in 3 months?" This will show flexibility while still working towards your goals. So, by acknowledging concerns, offering solutions, and negotiating compromises, we can handle objections in a way that will keep the conversation positive and productive. Now we'll see the importance of leveraging technology and automation for efficient communication. Technology and automation can significantly improve the efficiency and effectiveness of debt collection communication. We have our own automated solution, the Debtics, to streamline the debt collection process and make it easy. Let's focus on the three key areas of automation: automated reminders, personalized communication, and secure and reliable communication. First, we'll see automated reminders. Automation helps us to send timely reminders to debtors about upcoming or overdue payments. This will reduce the chance of missed payments and ensure consistent communication. By this, we can actually improve the recovery rates. The second one is personalized communication. Even with automation, we can keep things personal by customizing messages based on a debtor's profile and payment history. We can actually add a human touch to it. For example, if someone often pays late, they might get a message offering of a flexible solution. The third one is secure and reliable communication. Our technology ensures that communication is secure through encrypted channels. It will also track all interactions so that no information is lost, and it makes the process transparent and secure for both the collector and the debtor. So, by leveraging automation for reminders, personalizing communication, and ensuring security, we can create a more efficient, reliable, and debtor-friendly process. So, as we conclude today's webinar, let's highlight the three key elements that can transform our debt collection approach. First is empathy and understanding. Second one is active listening and clear communication. Third one is collaborative problem solving. So we'll see empathy and understanding. Empathy and understanding is like treating debtors with care and understanding. Empathy can help calm down difficult situations, and it will also encourage honest conversations. Suppose if a debtor is stressed out about payments, acknowledge their situation by saying statements like, I understand this is a tough time for you. This will actually create a more positive interaction with the debtor and collector. Second one is active listening and clear communication. So, as we have seen, listen carefully to what the debtor is saying without interrupting and respond in a way that is respectful and easy to understand. For example, if the debtor gives reasoning for not making the payments on schedule, listen to him carefully and offer a flexible payment option that will show that you understand and respect their situation. The third point is collaborative problem solving. Collaborative problem solving, instead of demanding payments, work together with the debtor to find a solution that will work for both the parties. For example, you can offer them a payment plan that will fit their budget or reschedule the payments. This way, both the parties can win. Now, when we conclude the session, the next step for your reference is streamlining your communication with software. So, using our advanced debt collection software, Debtics, the communication process can be made smoother and more organized. It will also help to keep track of all the infractions and ensure everything is handled professionally. We appreciate your participation today. Now it's time for your feedback. You may kindly fill the feedback form sent to you in the comment box. Please feel free to visit our website for more details or resources on Debtics. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for joining us today for our webinar on mastering the art of debt collection communication. We hope you found the insights valuable and inspiring. We appreciate your time and participation. We look forward to your participation in our future webinars. Please remember to fill out the feedback form as it will help us to provide more informative topics in the future. Thank you all once again.